ChatGPT. Yo, chat, what's poppin'? Welcome back to the streams. What's good? What's good? What's good? Let's switch over. How's everyone doing? Good morning, chat. Good morning, good morning. Good, Malinko. Shahid, what's good as well? Zulu's here as well. Chat, what's good? All right, man, look, welcome back to the streams. Good morning. Happy Thursday. Coming towards the end of the week right now. Interesting stuff. Price is ripping again. Asian session. Honestly, it feels like Asian session has been the one to trade this week. It's good, Danny. Maybe I should start staying up for Asian or what? This is crazy. Clean setups too. Interesting, chat. Really, really interesting. Look. All right, man. Let's get into the stream. Vamp was good. Let's get into a little breakdown as well, because I think realistically we've got a lot of potential today. A lot of potential. So, weekly time frame obviously flip. Chat, the monthly time frame's coming up towards a flip on gold here, which is insane. You got 20 days left. 20 days left, and the monthly's coming up towards a flip. Holy shit! This could be the mega rip on gold right now. This could be the mega rip. All right, nice. Anyway, getting back to it. Sorry, I just had to reply to a message. Asian PA's been amazing. I bet, bro. I fucking bet. Weekly time frame pushing up. Daily time frame coming up towards the resistance, though. That's your one concern right now. You do have a resistance here at 31, 34. If we close above that tomorrow, I don't even know what to say, man. You just take some fat fucking swing buys and just let them run. Now, with that being said, the 4 hour is also coming into this resistance here. So realistically, we need to kind of close above 31, 35. In my opinion, 2 hour, same thing. 1 hour, yeah, also the same thing. So chat, look, realistically, the 1 hour level, like I said, is going to be this 31, 35 area. And then also you've got another level down here, which is actually really clean at 31.06. So if you can come back down and test into that and then reject upwards, that is going to be when we take our buys, right? Looking to target the top of the range again. If you do fall below that level, though, you've probably, to be honest, got room all the way down until 30.69, which is a 500 pip range, which is insane. What's good, Zulu? How's it going, man? Yeah, actually, let's use this as well, though. We can probably wait. Is there even another one higher? Okay, yeah, we can actually use that level there, 30.93 as well. These ranges are huge, chat. This is a 300 pip range right here. Then you've got a fucking even bigger range above. Chat, it's going to be interesting for sure, but we can definitely take advantage of these moves. Definitely take advantage. In fact, I'm going to remove this one down here. And we're going to take a look at 31.48. Which is a little bit better for us, chat. But this middle range that we're in right now is absolutely ginormous. I'm going to look for buys off this level here as well, 31.06. And that would be sort of your lower, so your higher low being made. And then if you do tend to break below this little no bottom wick area, then maybe we can take sells. But for me right now, I'm very bullish on the day. I think there's a lot of opportunity for us to continue higher here. So I'd like to see like a nice retracement and then catch the buys to continue back up. At the minute as well, it does look like we want to continue back down here with everything going on the way it is. The 2 hour and 1 hour both closed like bearish. Next one came up, grabbed liquidity. 4 hours started to open with a... Oh shit, I'm on the wrong chart, chat. That's so sad. The analysis is the same, right? Because it's based off of 1 hour levels, but it does make it a little bit more difficult with the 4 hour. Let's just see, wait. 2 hour. Yeah, the level's still the same. So what did I have? We had 35, 48, 07. So we had 35, which was here. After that, you have 48. I guess in this case, we actually have 52 then. You also have a clean level here as well on the 2 hour. That's 06.8. Yeah, that's the same. And then the one below it was, where were we? Here, right here. Okay, cool, chat. So same levels, just I accidentally used the wrong chart, but there you go. Yeah, chat, that's what we're going to be looking for. Hopefully you guys are good. Hopefully you guys have had a good week. You guys in profit? Hopefully you are. And yeah, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. It's going to be a good day. Sunny out here. Sun shining, all that good stuff. Can't complain, man. All right, nice. There you go. We're all set up here. Okay. Chat, yesterday, honestly, the cleanest trend play I've ever seen played out here. Where even was that? I can't remember where it was, chat, but it was so nice. Was it here? I guess so, right? Might have been a bit higher. Wait, no, that wasn't even yesterday. This was yesterday. My bad. Might have been like round here. Actually, I threw up. It's not good, Eugene. It's not good. Why'd you throw up? Cat 5-minute closing here. Looking to close bearish below the level. I think we are going to see a tap back into 3106 at some point. Hopefully we get another good bit of volume like yesterday. On my way to collect my new whip. What did you buy? An Astra. Should have bought my old car, bro. Should have bought mine. Bought a mobility scooter. W. That's a W. All right, nice. Ha. Yo, chat, I did something really cool. I'm gonna post on my Instagram later. I think it looks sick. Did you call that guy? No, bro. I have to book that in. I can't just do it like randomly. But you didn't send me the revised script, did you? Yeah, you didn't, cuz. How about you can still film that bit? Okay. True. Trullimero Trullicina. Fucking love the Italian brain rot right now, chat. Alright, so I wonder where everyone is. It's Thursday. It's a good trading day. Thursday's actually a sick day to trade, I think. Not the end of the week, not the middle of the week, not the start of the week, but it's just like one of those days. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean, chat? Yeah, it's good, Eugene. Chat, do we have news today? We do. We have CPI, inflation news at 3:30 Cyprus time, so 1:30 UK time. Oh, interesting. So that should be good, to be honest. Should give us a lot of volume. Hopefully we don't just range until then. I think we might be alright. So let's see what we can do, chat. I think there's a lot of potential for this session here. As long as we can come back down and tap into some of these levels. Like, realistically, I'd love to see a retest into 106 here. I don't know if I'd be able to take anything just off of that, because it's still ginormous ranges, chat. Posted 3 YouTube vids last night? Crazy. It's a lot. I posted one yesterday. I'm going to post another one Friday. Chat, I've been doing 2 vids a week. 2 YouTube vids a week, you know, it's pretty crazy. Wait, one sec. One sec, chat. Yo, I'm back. I just got a special delivery. Special delivery. Protein shake, man. Look at that. What a little early morning present that is. Bro, this shit is so good. Wow. Lovely stuff. 2 scoops of protein, banana, and vanilla. It's actually banging. But chat, 15 minutes is closing here. How are we gonna close on this candle? That's the question. Obviously, it looks like we're gonna close bearish. What's good, Jay? It's just me, so should I ask random questions? If you want, bro. If you want. Right, everyone's slept in this morning, eh? Or more importantly, I bet everyone's accounts got wrecked yesterday, taking a big L. So they're not trading this morning. That's most likely the move. 3 by 8, 24. Quick maths. Correct, thank you, Eugene. I know it's correct. 15-minute close bearish, top wick first as well. You might push down here. 6 times 7, 42. Bro, I'm telling you, my times tables, unbeaten. Unbeaten, chat. I don't know the answer to this one. It's 42. SG actually caught a fat sell last night from 31.15 when it rejected to about 30.97. It's like 200 pips, bro. Congrats. 180 pips. It's a big W. $15 times 12. Nah, that's too hard. Wait. 180? It's 180, right? No, it's not. Yeah, it is. It is. What's good, JJ? What's good, Jed? How we doing? Good morning, good morning. Can't see other people? Yeah, you can, Eugene. SSG, what the fuck is price action in a minute? We're coming back for a little retracement here. Oh, this is so good, bro. This protein shake is fucking incredible. Great video yesterday, a lot of gems. Hey, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, honestly, Instagram and YouTube videos have been going like crazy. Just insane value. So don't miss them, man. Make sure you got notifications on for both. Literally giving you free sauce. So you might, to be fair, chat, on the previous 1 hour, you did tap into 31.12, which is actually a decent level to the left over here. So that might be where you actually start to reject and push back up. But I would like to see 31.06 be tapped, because I think that's realistically like the bottom level where you need to push into here. 8% in drawdown, no more step-ups from me. Yeah, drop your risk, man. Go to like 0.5% risk now. Chat, by the way, yesterday, or 2 days ago and yesterday, I updated the course that you get access to with the private group. Bro, it has a whole section on fundeds now. It has a whole section on, like, what did I do? Multi-time frame analysis, anticipating plays, all that sort of thing. It's fucking incredible. So if you want access to that, you know, go to this one, and then yeah. All right, chat. We are pushing down again, which is great. 15-minute flipped after making a top wick. At least, as a minimum, you should tap into 31.15 right now. I think we can get a good setup here shortly. What I want to see is just a nice little push into this level, a little rejection, bullish closure, and then we'll take the buys upwards, right? And that'll be it. At the minute though, the volume's not too crazy. Like, I mean, it is still decent. This is still a 50 pip 1 hour candle, but from what we're used to currently the past week, it's actually nothing. Yeah, but I think we can get some positions here. It might be like 9:30, sorry, 8:30, 9:30, something like that. If I see 1% profit, should I close the trade even though TP looks like it could be hit? I'd probably close, bro. Especially right now, where you are now. All right, protein shake finished, lock-in mode activated, 15-minute flipping, previous 30-minute close bullish as well, chat, so you might continue up from that too. However, like I said, right, there's nothing I can do about that. Depends on the trade. Yeah, I guess so. It depends on, I don't know though, bro. A 1% trade on a fund is quite good. I mean, like, you can obviously get 2-3% trades, but 1% is obviously quite large. Above average. So look at the structure we're making right now, chat. Like, if you look at the 15-minute, it's a little bit easier to see. Or maybe even, actually, let's look at the, no, we'll stay on the 15. Look at this. You're just essentially printing higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, continuously all the way up. Still doing higher highs and higher lows here. Same thing's happening right now. You have a higher low being made. You should see a continuation up, unless you want to come back a little bit further down. But yeah, realistically, either way, you're going to see a continuation up here. So if you wanted to, you could just take a buy right now and stick a 500 pip stop loss below here. You're probably going to be good. But I don't trade like that. There's also a bit of a level here, chat, that I've marked out. 31.24 to 31.27. We have rejected there in the past, so you might see a rejection again. Last time we did that as well, if you look to the left and use the mirror here, you grabbed like a shitload of liquidity from 30.99 before actually then making a bigger push up. So maybe we even need to come down and tap into that, who knows? But the 1 hour is flipping right now, chat, crazy. Okay, interesting. Previous 30-minute did close bullish as well, so this might be where you continue up from. I'm not sure, chat, but for me, I can't take this right now, personally. If the next 30-minute close like this, I guess we could take a look at it. Or if the 1 hour, you also have, now you still have an hour and 30 minutes to the 4 hour close. Anything taken yesterday, bro? Again, no trades yesterday, brother. Absolutely nothing, unfortunately. There was no setups. There was no setups whatsoever. The only setup that I did have was on the 15-minute, and it played out right before the 4-hour close, which meant that I couldn't take it. Where was that? Right here. 13:30. This closure right here. It was literally just before the 4-hour close. This was a trend play right here for buys. Stops would have been really tight below, like 15 pips. And then it just fucking ran, chat. Like, it actually ran like crazy. It would still be running now. That's what I'm telling you. The trend play gets you the craziest sniper entries. Are literally ridiculous. Asian gold rush in a row. They're stealing my A++ setups. Bro, they actually are. They actually are. Like, yeah, I don't know what those Asians are doing, man, but they're taking all of the moves. It's tough. Anyway, 1 hour flipped here, 5-minute closed. Above the most recent, to be honest. I feel like we need to grab more liquidity. That being said, though, this could be the push, but you are in the middle of the range, so makes it a little bit difficult. Close below the level on the hour with no bottom wick and buyers on the flip following the trend. What, this or what? Or the trend play? Trend play is close below on any time frame with no bottom wick, following the bias, and also following higher time frames. All right, so for example, with this one that we had earlier, where was it again? I always lose my trades. Or not, I don't lose my trades, I lose the area which they are. Just to put that out in the market. Touch wood. So look, the 1 hour was previously closed above bullish. This candle came down, closed no bottom wick. So you got a 1 hour wick entry there, right? And then you've also got the 15-minute no bottom wick. Next 15-minute pushes down, flips, rips up 70 pips, comes back down a little bit, and then continues to rip up about 1 million pips. 550 pips. Any time frame, yeah, it can even be on the 5-minute, right? It's just as long as the higher time frame works. TRLS, indeed. Temu, Code Academy, and XNES ads these days. All I see, crazy. XNES. You know, XNES, I actually go to the gym with the owner of XNES. XNES's office is right next to my gym. Like XNES's head office. They literally have, there's like a fucking million XNES cars all around, like company cars with a logo on the side. It's fucking mad. Yeah, this is their office, bro. It's so sick. Such a cool office. Yeah, look. These are all their cars, bro. And then you just see people driving around with it, with the fucking XNES cars everywhere. It's fucking insane. They get like 3 company cars. But their office is absolutely crazy. Like at night you drive past it, it looks like this. That's the goal, chat. That's goals right there. When you give me a car, SG? When you make me $1 million in revenue. You make me $1 million in revenue, I'll buy you a, whatever you want. I'll buy you a Range Rover. $15-minute flipping, chat. Ford KA. All right, deal. I mean, I offered a Range Rover, but you've gone for the Ford KA instead. Fair enough. 8. 8 is crazy. Chat, 15 minute looks like it wants to close bearish here. So exactly like I said, right? You notice how I didn't take the buys, chat, on this flip here. Reason being, I said to you guys, we need more liquidity. We needed more liquidity. And now we're pushing back down. You rebroke the lows here, or nearly came back down to rebreak the lows, sorry. So that's why you have to trust your analysis. When you think you need more liquidity, most likely you need more liquidity, right? So that's what we did. We would have been in fat drawdown right now. And then you would have hit stops most likely. What's good, Kanan? How's it going, man? It's going very well. Thank you, brother. How's it going with you? Yeah, 15-minute close. Interesting. Kind of no bottom wick here. Bit of a hammer candle. Broke the lows. So that would have been you getting stopped out on that position there if you took the buys. 30-minute. So yeah, it was also a 30-minute close. 30-minute close, like very bearish, but also kind of no bottom wick. So mixed directions here. We'll see how it plays out. You should come down and break these lows now, to be honest. I don't see why you wouldn't. Or you're at least going to revisit the lows. I don't know how we'll react once we get there, but you should come and tap them. Might not break them, but I don't know. Chat, normally when you see a push like this, you're going to come back down and break the lows. There's no real reason you shouldn't. And yeah, there you go. Rebroke the lows. Can we tap into our level here, chat? 3106. This is what we want to see, a tap into this area here. A lot of volume right now as well. This is interesting. Very interesting, chat. 1 minute starting to push down. You know what I'd love? It's like a 15 no bottom wick at the bottom of this range, chat. That'd be so clean. But you might even need to come back down a little bit further and grab like this no bottom wick here. Or even this one, but that's a bit far. A lot of potential here, chat. We're forming some setups right now. Need some liquidity to be grabbed. I think that's what we're doing right now, to be honest, bro. I think this is a liquidity grab right here, personally. But the question is, where do you get your entry, right? It's not right now. 30-minute close, no bottom wick. So maybe you see a push up. Yeah, starting to reject a little bit here, chat. You don't really want it to make structure though. You want to see like a pretty strong move down. And like no real structure being made. 5-minute closes in 2.5 minutes here. So this 5-minute can still flip, you know. Oh, okay, there you go, I guess. Yeah, this 5-minute could still flip. 1 minute making that move back upwards. Yeah, this is interesting. Very interesting. They have a lot of volume though. Like these 1 minute candles are getting bigger now. What was that? That was like a 55 pip 1 minute candle. When's 9 o'clock? It's later tonight, bro. 1 minute candle closed bearish somehow. Lots of volume right now, chat. This should rip down here. By the way, the 1 minute's forming. This should absolutely rip down right now. No setup though, chat. Obviously, absolutely nothing for me here. What's good, Kata? Tapping into some levels as well. This could be interesting. Could be very interesting. This is super clean, chat. If we can come a little bit further down, this is really clean. Five-minute closing here in a minute's time. But again, I wanted to come down further, right? I want to see a bit of a bigger push here. One minute close, like weak bullish. It looks like it's struggling to move further down, but it's also struggling to move further up as well. So it's a bit of a like battle right now. Let's see what happens though, chat. Again, patience is key here. Really, really important. I'll stay on today, chat, until like... What time do I need to get off? Wait, I have to go check. One sec. I've got to take my girl to the airport in a bit. All right. Yo, good morning, Montana. Yeah, chat, I'm gonna stay until like 11:30, so I've got like another hour on stream and then I'm gonna dip off. But realistically, I think if we're gonna get a setup here, it's gonna be within the next couple of minutes. 5-minute close, no bottom wick, kind of. I mean, it does have a small one, so nothing I can do just yet. Yeah, it's quite a strong daily level as well, chat. Like up here towards 31.31. So that might be why we are rejecting so heavily right now. With that being said though, like the structure is still bullish. I think realistically what we're going to see is the same as the other day. We'll come back down, tap into this level, and then reject back up. Chat, the monthly flipped for a reason, right? Look at the amount of liquidity we've grabbed on the monthly. Overall, I'm still bullish for the rest of the week, the rest of the month. Especially if we're closing like this in a day and a half's time. You should continue up here. It's really important to understand like the actual macroeconomic events of like where you are currently in the market. Gold's bullish right now. There's so much uncertainty. Tariffs have been eased off a little bit, right? But still, people are scared. It's not just the tariffs that are playing effect here. Five-minute looks like it wants to flip, chat. After grabbing that liquidity, 30-minute flip as well. Well, not 30 minutes, sorry. 5-minute only. I don't know why I said 30-minute. Yeah, 5-minute flipped here, chat. Respecting this level. Let's see what happens here. How big is this 5-minute candle? 20 pips? How are we going to close here in this next like 15-minute candle? I think that's really important. And we're doing exactly what I said, chat. Go back to the start of the stream. What did I say? I said we need to come down and tap towards 106. Guess what we did? Come back down, tap towards 106. We're about 30 pips away from that level. Musk reason Trump about tariffs, Dumb and Dumber. I think they're killing it with the tariffs, to be honest. But that's a conversation for another time. What's your science to manually close the trade in a loss? Is it if it breaks range back into the range, etc.? Aaron, yeah, that's a great question and exactly right. Yeah, if it closes back into a range, if it breaks market structure, you know, say you're in buys here, right, and it starts to close below like a level, then yeah, that's oh chat, look at that volume spike. Holy shit. All right, chat. So it retested our level here just now. The question is, what are we going to do now that we've tapped into the level, right? In the past, look what we've done. Rejected, 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 rejected as well. So are we going to see the same thing happening today, chat? How are we going to react at this level here? Look at that 1-minute candle. Again, just crazy volume here. It's like a 40 pip 1-minute candle. Might need to come even further down, chat. You might need to come and test into like 30.97. With all this bearish pressure, you might just rip all the way through and retest like these lows here. Oh, sorry, these previous highs. If you watched my video on Instagram yesterday, you would have seen exactly what I'm talking about right now. We're making these highs, right? This structure, and now you're coming back to retest the highs here. So that could be a decent area, but we are rejecting, chat, right now. We are rejecting a little bit. Use a fixed lot size? Yeah, I do. I have a maximum stop loss of 50 pips normally, and then I trade with a fixed lot size. However, with the tariffs and everything at the minute, I've just dropped my lots a little bit and increased my stops a tiny bit. Smarties, what's good? Good morning. Chat, it feels like there's way more people in here than it says. Chat, drop a like if you haven't already though. I appreciate it very, very much. Subscribe if you're new. Five-minute close bearish here. The next 5 minutes started to reject, chat. This is interesting. How are we going to close here on this 15 minutes? You got 4 minutes to wait. I think you might start to reject from here, chat, to be honest. From Manchester, where are you from? Nice, bro. Hang on 1 second. Let me just watch this candle. I used to live in Leeds. Then I lived in the Midlands. And now I live in Cyprus. 4 minutes, chat. Live in Leeds, question mark. You know Harrogate? Yeah. I lived in Leeds for like 2 years when I was working there. I worked in a law firm in Leeds, so lived there for a while. Leeds is fucking incredible. I love it. It's a great city. Chat, we're pushing. I'm from Harrogate. Nice. Fucking northerner. I'm joking. Nah, the north's gorgeous. I like it up there, to be honest. Taking over the south currently. Very true. Five-minute closure, 3 minutes, chat. Let's see. 30 minutes still has no top wick. 1 hour still basically no top wick. That rejection was pretty clean, I can't lie. Yeah, this is going to be gone, chat, I think, by the time we get an entry. Our analysis is playing out to a fucking T though, chat. Literally textbook analysis right there. If you just took an entry straight off of that, like, impulse tap into the level, you'd be up like 60 pips right now. Unfortunately, I couldn't do it because stops are a bit large, right? But, I don't know, maybe Jar took it. Big fucking rejection here, chat. Holy shit. What did I say, man? Look at that analysis. That's such textbook analysis right there. Literally textbook. I should have clipped that as well. $106 on the dot as well. 106.5, exactly like we said. Tapped into the level, started to reject. Unfortunately, no entry, right? If it closed like no bottom wick at the level or something like that, then probably I would have been in there, but it's kind of made the move now. This could reject at any point and continue back down. We were looking to take advantage of that like initial rejection there. But now it's sort of retested these lows here, like this. That was your advantage point. And now it could just rip back down here. So there's no buys for me now. I got clapped with one contract like minus 2,000. Crazy, Eugene. That's insane, bro. What level was that rejection? 3106. It's an hourly wick rejection area. See, like here, here. All of these levels. It's a very strong level, 3106. I have a question. Let's say you get a breakout above the range on a 30-minute, but the 5-minute has no structure. Would you still take it or would you leave it? So you're saying if like the 5-minute just pushes straight up, right, and then closes above on the 30? If there's no structure on the 5-minute, it depends what the 30 looks like, but realistically, I just want to see the structure be made after the close. So obviously if the 5-minute just pushes straight up, you just want to see like us come down, make some structure like this, and then break back above it, and then you can take the flip, right? And then you can use that structure as the lows as the stops. But to be honest, yeah, if there's no structure on the 5, it does make it a little bit more difficult. Chat, 15-minute closed here. Did close below the next level though, which makes it difficult. The 5 closed engulfing. So the buy from 3105.7 and closed at 3112. W analysis SG, thank you for confirming my bias. Hey W, bro, congrats. You got filled at 3105.7. I don't know how the fuck you did it, but fair enough. Baddock, good morning, brother. Chat, open up bottom wick first here. So you're either going to flip right now on this candle and start to rip back up after the 5-minute close, bullish engulfing. Because we closed above the most recent 5, right? Problem is, stops now are way too big for me. They're not too bad actually, 60 pip stops. But I actually wanted to catch that initial rejection, not just this area here. So it makes it a little bit more difficult. 30 minutes still has no top wick though, which could be good. You might just see a continuation back up. One-minute structure actually looks good as well. 1-minute structure does not look bad. We're going to see movements of this magnitude throughout Trump's reign. Reign is crazy. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, maybe. 3106.7. Okay, yeah, makes sense, bro. I was going to say, that would be a crazy fill price. Yeah, I mean, look. Trump is notorious for putting uncertainty into the markets, but to be honest, at the minute, my theory is he's literally... he was purposely crashing the stock market to try and refinance the debt and also to just sort of redistribute some of the wealth. I think the stock market in America needed a fucking correction anyway. It was desperate. Does your strategy only work on gold, or have you tested it in any other pairs that work as well? Yeah, it works in anything, bro. We have traders that trade. I personally traded NQ with it. I've traded euro dollar with it and gold. But we have traders that trade Bitcoin. We have traders that trade NASDAQ, fucking US 30, gold, euro dollar, anything. It works with anything. Honestly, it's just simple market concepts, right? So it works with any decent major market. What's good, Bedge? Completely agree. Hey, thank you, brother. That's not insider trading. I don't know what is. It's only insider trading if you bought stocks as well, right? Like, it's not really... I don't think he can buy anything, right? Because he's the president. But I mean, you can purposely fucking crash the market as a president. It's actually quite beneficial. Then bond yields go up. The interest rate changes, goes down. Less people are borrowing. And then essentially America's biggest problem right now is debt, right? They have a ridiculous amount of debt on which they're paying a ridiculous amount of interest. So if America's paying such a crazy amount of interest, Trump sees that, and he also sees that the stock market is ridiculously extended. What do? Well, you could create uncertainty, crush the stock market, people move into bonds. Then you can refinance that debt at a lower rate. And then the stock market's bound to recover, right? It always does. So tariffs are only like the headline. People see the tariffs and they think like, what the fuck is he doing? But they literally are playing like a big game of 4D chess in order to actually refinance everything and sort out the economy in America. I think in 2 years, America's going to be stronger than it ever has been. That's just a prediction though. 1 trillion a year on interest is crazy. I'm pleased to learn that interest rates are to decrease as I will be remortgaging shortly. Yeah, nice. I don't know how it will work in the UK, to be honest. We'll see. It's sad, but I know way more about US monetary policy than I do about UK monetary policy. Just because I don't really like the UK. I think we were the strongest in World War II when we were the only ones with a bomb. Maybe. Yeah, probably. But Gene, when I say ever, you know what I mean? Like most recent, like 50 years. You know, I was looking at the other day as well, chat, which is pretty sad. The British Empire used to be the craziest fucking empire the world's ever seen, right? And we just cooked it away. We literally just gave it all away. Like, what's the point in that? Now we're just a little island in the middle of nowhere. Such a small country, you were making low-key making crazy moves. Bro, we made we created literally the world as it is now. Like the UK and Europe created literally society as it is. You know, like it would be completely different if we didn't do any of that. I don't share your view on Trump. JJ, that's completely fair enough, brother. It's all opinion, right? Do you usually do more manual closes compared to just hitting stop loss? Oh shit, chat, look at that rejection. Exactly what I said, man. We, yeah, a lot of the time I will close earlier than hitting stop loss, right? If it makes sense. But realistically, my stop loss is normally 35, 40 pips. So most of the time, it's obviously okay if I hit stop loss because it's such a small loss and there's not really much time. It either pretty much rips to stop loss or rips to TP. There's no like second positions, doubling down in drawdown, none of that. It's just literally, is the trade gonna play out or is it not? And that's realistically my strategy, right? But the risk is already managed before I get into the trade. So there's like a lot of time, if I will close if it doesn't make sense, right? Don't get me wrong, but a lot of the time the risk is already factored in with my small stop loss before I even get into a position. So, you know, let's say my stops are here or whatever, below this low. You know, I'm obviously not in a position right now, chat, just explanation, but there's no reason for me to close until you break this low. So realistically, there's no reason for me to close early. Does that make sense? SG, can you trade this strategy on futures? Of course, bro. Futures and Forex is the same fucking thing. It's just different execution platforms. Obviously, it's a different market technically, but in terms of like technical analysis and price action, they're all derivatives, right? So it's the exact same thing. You're just trading with contracts instead of lot sizes. It doesn't make a difference on like what you trade on. I could go to the fucking currency exchange shop on the high street and ask for euros following my price action, right? It's the same thing. You just can't use leverage. We ruled what 3/4 of the world. What other nation can even contemplate that? I know, yeah, it's insane. To you, what doesn't make sense? Is it if the lower time frame breaks structure? Yeah, that's one thing, right? So like when I'm in a position, I'll literally be looking at every single time frame whilst I'm in a trade, right? Literally looking at every single one. And yeah, I'll essentially be managing my positions off of the 1, the 5, the 15. If something breaks structure or if there's a closure below or something like that, then yeah, realistically, I'll be managing. But It could either be a break of structure, it could be a closure below, it could be even just like liquidity grabs. You know, let's say that we were in buys from like up here or something, and we just pop up, no bottom wick on the 30, like this actually. You probably close at break even, right? Just based off of managing and candle structure, candle theory, all of that sort of thing. How come you don't trade futures? It doesn't have the spread, does it? There's no real spread on futures, but it makes more sense in the UK to trade Forex. CFDs, or I mean, spread betting in the UK is tax-free, right? Same in Cyprus. And futures you're gonna get taxed really heavily on. In America, it's like the opposite. It's more beneficial to trade futures, right? That's why everyone trades futures in America. But in the UK, it makes a lot more sense to trade Forex. Otherwise, you're gonna get hit with a hefty tax bill. Chat, you guys seen Jade Cap recently though? Like, Jade Cap just got something like 2 mil of payout on Apex. So you can use futures prop firms to leverage like crazy. What's good, Omar? I got a 2 mil payout, Jade Cap. Yeah, Veg. Futures you get taxed on in the UK, whereas spread betting, CFDs, you don't. You mean by 1 to 30 leverage? Leverage, bro. You have 1 to 30, 1 to 500. It means how much you can leverage your capital, right? So for Forex, you can trade 500 to 1. Futures is like 30 to 1. Which means that if you have $1, you can place a trade worth 500 technically, right? I mean, you get margin called instantly, but... Veg, close to a payout. W, bro. Congrats. Secure that shit, man. Chat, 1 hour closing here in about 4 minutes. We were absolutely spot on with the rejection, right? Literally sniper fucking entry. This is what this strategy can do. Like, if you learn to read liquidity areas, learn to read wicks. We literally said 106.5 is our rejection area. Look what it did. Let me delete this. 106.5. Where did it reject from? 106.6. So we're 1 pip off, chat. Like, that is ridiculous accuracy. Ridiculous accuracy. Unfortunately, it didn't print a setup, right? But even if your analysis plays out like that, you can give yourself a little bit of a pat on the back because you understood price action, you read it extremely well, and eventually that will translate into setups, right? Had a great yesterday before Trump's news, so I decided to start late today. Makes sense, Omar. Makes sense, bro. Chat, if you haven't already, make sure you join the free Discord as well. So much value in there. There's coming up to 7,000 of us in the Discord right now. It's crazy. .30-minute flipped. Oh, sorry, 15-minute flipped. My bad, not the 30-minute. Looking to close here in about 2 minutes, chat. I think realistically, we might need to come down a little bit further, though. I'm trying to figure out, chat. I need to work on a play based off of these rejection areas, right? Like, if I wanted to take that buy, what could we have done? We could have targeted the flip, right? But then also, where would we place stops? There's not really a valid area for stops. Even on the lower time frame, right? You could have used this wick, I guess. But again, I don't think that was valid. Maybe what you could do is actually look to the left and look at like all the wicks in the past. So like you have a wick here. You have another one here. And like another one around here. So you could say basically we need to come down on average towards 999, which would have meant your stops were like down here. So it's a little bit too large for me, but I think that's going to be the most valid stops for you if you're trying to take like a wick entry like that. It's just super aggressive when you're going against the current trend. We are ripping down now, no chat. Holy shit, this 5-minute candle again. 70 pips. Chat, it's difficult to trade that. I don't know if I'm going to stream tomorrow, by the way. I have to go to the immigration office in Cyprus to get my visa. I have to be there at 11, which means I would have to be there right now. Maybe I can stream earlier. I don't know. I realize the market starts to sell about 1 hour before any major news. Why is that? It doesn't necessarily always sell. It sometimes makes a move, right? And that's just people predicting news or maybe, you know, news being priced in. Got to see Ian Foot. Bro, Ian Foot would be... I'd be all right with him, right? Just based purely off of skin color, right? He'd like me. That program would not make it. That's a great reference, by the way, Veg. But that program would not make it nowadays. Was that Come Fly With Me? Yeah, it was, right? I put my stop below the daily VWAP, 3105. VWAP. Very wet ass. No, I don't know. Volume weighted average price, right? But I don't use the VWAP. So, chat, you have essentially, this is interesting. You have a 4-hour close here in an hour. Taps into the level again. Started to reject here. No bottom wick on the 1 hour though. So at any point, chat, this candle could flip and continue down. Which makes the buys very difficult. Lua, what's good, man? Good morning. Super annoying. Is what it is, bro. Immigration office, SG getting deported? Hopefully not, man. In fact, definitely not, because... Yeah, chat, I don't know. Yeah, I need to go to the bank as well. Uh-oh. Mighty Meat is back. What's good, Mr. Mighty Meat? Chat, yeah, I need to go to the bank as well because I have to prove that I have a certain amount of money in the bank account in order to get my visa here. After Brexit, they just added loads of these bullshit rules. So I had to get like a blood test to prove that I don't have AIDS. I had to get a blood test to prove that I don't have AIDS. Bit of a shaky one on that. I don't know if I'm going to come out positive or not. I'm joking. Obviously, the results came back negative. What else did I have to do, bro? I had to do so much shit. I had to get a criminal record check to prove that I didn't have a criminal record. Luckily, I don't. I have to prove that I have like 20k in the bank account. Loads of shit, man. It's ridiculous. If it was like before Brexit, I would have just walked straight through the door, no visa, nothing. But the UK government decided to absolutely shaft everyone in the country. Yeah, chat, 11 minutes here to the 15 close. The only way I can see myself getting a position now is if we come back down, break the lows, and then close back bullish on like a 15-minute or a 30-minute time frame, right? But it doesn't look like we want to do that. It does look like we're going to reject off this level. That 5-minute no bottom wick, though, is really stressing me out. And the 1 hour no bottom wick, obviously. The visa thing for Australia took ages for me. It was quite only less than 24 hours, though. Ah, W. Feels like it was semi-automated. Maybe. What's good, Tony? Prestige was good as well. Welcome back, man. Yeah, like, I've been living in Cyprus now for like 2 months without a visa. So I need to actually sort it out. My accountant's taking me on Friday. Trying for French nationality after living here for 15 years and they just lost my dossier. Crazy. Why would you want to be a French national though? I'm joking. I'm joking. Oh. Where am I? 5-minute closing bullshit, chat. My wife is French. I'm living here. Nah, fair enough, bro. I'm just playing with you. France is nice, bro. South of France is beautiful. Monaco is beautiful. Paris is nice in the center, but other than that, the rest of Paris is a shithole. That's the only place I've been, to be honest. I've been nowhere else. What's good, F9? Just came by to say hi on my break. Ah, W, bro. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Hopefully you're good, man. Enjoy your break. I live in bloody Britannia. Is that Brittany? Yeah, it is. That is. Brittany's meant to be beautiful, right? That's what I heard. I've been to Normandy as well, actually, now that I remember. Normandy was actually alright. I lived in Australia for 11 years and still no citizenship yet. Yeah, crazy, bro. Sorry? What for, man? Nothing to say sorry about. My French is up to scratch. I figured it out. No, I just said Brittany's meant to be beautiful, I think, from what I've heard. I can get permanent resident in Oz after a year of work. Bro, one of my boys has just come back. Is still in Australia. Actually, no, he went to Australia for a year. Then he went to New Zealand. And he's going to come back soon. The weather's like in England. Yeah, that's not ideal. In software engineering. Makes sense. English weather is terrible. Absolutely diabolical weather. Is it hot in Cyprus? It's technically like their spring right now, their winter even, so it's not really warm. It's like 25 degrees every day. So no, it is warm, but it's not like crazy hot, sorry. I'm living with trading for the rest of my life anyway, so no stress with citizenship like the old day. Live anywhere, exactly. Exactly, man. Chat, I think my favorite country in the world right now is probably Cyprus. Like, I've been to a lot of countries. I genuinely think my favorite country is Cyprus. Second would probably be... No, I actually love all Greek... I've been to like 20 different Greek islands. I love all of them. But they're more like holiday destinations, right, than somewhere to live. If I had to live somewhere else, it'd probably be Italy. Seriously thinking about Thailand? Yeah, I know a few people living in Thailand. It's crazy cheap. Netherlands is booming, such tropical temperatures? Nah, surely not. I have a friend who lives in Leiden in the Netherlands. Weather. What's the weather there? Yeah, nice. It's like cold and rainy, right? Chat, we're starting to print a barcode here. Barcode pattern, man. Flipping back down. Becomes very difficult now to take any positions here until you get like a break of either this 5-minute top of the range here, right, like this, or the 5-minute bottom of the range here. If you break below one of these, then most likely you're going to drive. But until then, it gets very, very difficult, chat. Yo, Sam, I haven't been here in a long time because of exams and shit. How you been doing, G? MK, I'm very good, brother. I'm very good. Welcome back. Hopefully your exams were good. Did you pass? Hopefully you did. What's up, team? Always nice to do your top-down analysis and have the same levels as SG is looking at. Good stuff, guys. I love to see it, man. That's really good to see, brother. Top-down analysis is actually a cheat code. Genuinely a cheat code. It gives you such a good picture on the market. I cannot believe some people literally go like, okay, daily time frame, all right, 30 minute. Like, how the fuck are they doing that? It doesn't make any sense. Italy is nice, but tax-wise, Cyprus is much better. Funny you say that, actually, because I know that Italy have a they have a tax visa for the UK, for like UK citizens or something. I can't remember what it was though. They were giving like visas with like decreased tax or something. I don't know. I just realized you got those second time frames. Can I see the second? 1 second. Never seen that shit before. I haven't unlocked it, to be honest. I haven't unlocked it. It'll only give me access to the minute. I'm not paying just for the smaller time frames. It's fucking terrible. There's no real need to use it anyway. But yeah, anyway, JJ, Cyprus tax-wise is fucking incredible. Like I was saying the other day, chat, I paid myself a 3,000, no, what was it, 3,000 or 4,000? 4,000 euro dividend, right? Like last week. And I paid 80 euros of tax on it. Like, 80 euros tax on a 4K payment is ridiculous. It's literally nothing, like it makes no difference. In the UK, that would have been like 2K. Gone. You know how weird that feels? To like not really pay any tax. 2% tax is fucking stupid. Your background gradient is so clean. Yeah, I actually really like it. I think it's very ambient. The black to the grey. Super clean. Chat, we're starting to range here though. Starting to range. I'm gonna watch what this 15-minute does. And then... yeah, let's see. Oh shit, chat, what did I do here? Alright, there you go. If nothing forms on this 15, I'm most likely gonna have to wait until a lot later. I need to go to the airport anyway. Like I said, I'm taking my girl to the airport, and then I'll be back for New York session anyway though, if nothing forms. Actually, let me get my barcode. Beep beep. I am consolidation, of course. Classic play, right? Look at it. It's not the worst, but it's definitely not clean. Good thing is though, if you do close above here, like I said, you're most likely going to continue up. But the range, even this 5-minute range is like, what? 315. It's like 90 pips between this area. 85, yeah, 90 pips. It's just ridiculous, chat. Like, honestly, 5-minute, to take a 5-minute trade with 90 pip stops, I don't even know how the fuck you're meant to do that. I certainly won't be. Yeah, chat, I think this might be cooked here. Alright, DK in a bit, bro. Yeah, chat, I'm gonna call it here, to be honest. I don't think we're gonna get anything today. And like I said, I need to go in 10 minutes anyway. So Chat, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like the stream and all that good shit. If you haven't already as well, the most important thing you can possibly do as a trader is join this Discord link right here. It's completely for free, but it's gonna essentially give you access to the best trading community that there is in the industry. I'm 100% sure of that. Ask anyone in the Discord, they'll tell you the same shit. What would you say is your A+ setup? Closure above the level, the trend play, right? I actually made a video on it on Instagram yesterday. If you want to see it, it takes about 60 seconds. I explain it better on there than I would do on here, probably. Actually, no, that's not true. Closure above the level, bottom wick into an area of interest. No bottom wick candle closure. Wait, I'm gonna send you the link to this video. Completed MA. What's good, Matt? Yeah, chat, let's play the GeoGuessr and we'll call it a day, man, because there's no setups here. Unfortunately, absolutely nothing. All okay? Very good, brother. Very good. Thank you. Hopefully you're good as well, Mr. Matt. Join just in time for the GeoGuessr. In a bit, Jed. My GeoGuessr still loading the game from 10 days ago. Crazy. Chat, I'll give you like... Yo, yesterday we had like 20 people in the GeoGuessr. Now we have 4. Chat, I'll give you 10 seconds to join. Otherwise, we'll play with us free. Fuck it. Alright. I'm starting it. I'm taking the dub on this one though, 100%. I have no clue where this is, chat. It's got to be somewhere like Balkan though, surely. Is that Spain? What's Arte Vida? Portugal, that makes sense. Alright, close enough. Can't wait, let me open this door, it's fucking boiling. Wait, what happened? I nearly got cooked then, chat. Chat, where is this? I feel like it's got to be like... Wait, no. I think it's there, right? That's my guess. Burma. Or was it Laos? On the border. Thailand. My bad. Oh, Matt's ahead of me by 100 points. Mr. Kaiser running away with it. Chat, I have no clue where we are right now. Literally no clue. It looks American though a little bit. I don't know why. Oh my days, chat. Do you guys just see that? That's ridiculous. Bro, I literally just randomly clicked in America. I was like, I clicked here first and then I clicked over here and it was right next to it. That's actually unreal. The random guess as well. I mean, nah, I knew exactly where that was. Alright, I know what this is. I shouldn't know whereabouts, but I know where it is. Ah, close enough. Who got that? Matt got it. Fair. Decent guess. Plovdiv, what a name. Oh, I'm steaming away with the lead on this one though, chat. Right. Again, chat, no clue. I feel like it has to be this place though. Like somewhere here. I'll take it. I'll take it. It's close enough. That should secure the dub. It does indeed. Chat, I told you guys you're getting smoked. W. All right, chat, look. Congratulations if you took anything today. If you stayed disciplined, even bigger congratulations. Yeah, much love to you all. Have a great rest of your day. If you're trading the New York session, I'll be in the Discord with you. Otherwise, peace out. Much love. See you in a bit.